Hi, welcome back to Coffee Talk. I'm your host, Elena. We have an extra special edition today. We're calling it Dark Roast because today we are featuring all our performers and visual artists from our show, Dark Mode. Dark Mode is a collaborative event that we do here at Mycelium Gallery that features performing artists, musicians, and visual artists. Tonight we're having Jarvix, Mars the musician, and D Loves Robots Art, Diara Houston. You may wonder why we call it Dark Mode. Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because what we do here at Mycelium Gallery is we turn off all of the overhead lights and we only have on our color changing LED lights and UV lights while the performers sing and also do live painting. The color changing light allows for you to see the different colors in the art that we have on display here. As you see the color change, you can see how the art changes with the color. We started Dark Mode to promote local musicians and artists and to have a collaborative effort between them. Welcome, my first guest today for Coffee Talk, Dark Roast, is Jarvix here. Yeah, I called it Dark Roast since we're featuring Dark Mode.
That's right.
So this is Jarvix.
Yeah.
And Jarvix did all of the collaborating on this edition of Dark Mode.
I wouldn't say all of it.
Well, you curated it and put a lot of it together.
Okay.
Yes. So where do you think you found your inspiration for your performance tonight?
Sure. Yeah, I kind of just, something I like to do if I don't have something raring to go is just kind of look at what's around me and look at the pieces that are already available and see maybe what might already be inspirational from what I just already have. And so Dark Mode itself inspired me because of the concept of it being, darker, like literally darker in a room, but also colors coming to life in that darkness. And I was like, well, what can you do with that? And then I've been wanting to be more intentional about doing shows lately, so it's not just, showing up and playing a set and then telling people to follow you online.
Yeah.
That's fine, but it's like art is deeper than just, clicks and algorithms. So you had asked me, I think it was you who asked me to be on Dark Mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also said you wanted to have an artist and you pitched having Diara on,
Yes.
who we'll hear from. And I also took inspiration from her artwork because it's very specific and it's, there's lots of bird eyes, there's very cosmic elements, it's very feminine. And so you pair that with the concept of Dark Mode, and then I realized March, which it's March 7th is my Dark Mode date, falls in Women's History Month. So I thought, how can you kind of weave all these things together? And I just kind of, it's, not super overt. I'm trying not to be preachy about it, but I think just having women front and center, like this is a women-run space here,
Yes.
Diara's a woman. We asked Mars, the musician, to hop on as well. And I was like, yeah, this should just be, we should lean into this since it's already here. And that's my long answer for kind of where it all came from.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, was about, you decided to honor Women's History Month in this month's dark mode. And so tell me, what is a woman in history that inspires you?
Right. That's kind of tricky because I'm not taking like a big historical angle with this. I kind of view it a little bit like Black history, where it's like, Black history always happens. It's not just this thing that happens in a month, and also it's happening now. Like history and today, like everything is just all related. And so, so some stuff I've taken inspiration from here is just like who's active today and who will be a part of history. And there's so many people, but I feel like if you haven't heard the story, one major influence for me musically to actually get into doing stuff myself in like a very DIY sense, when I felt like I couldn't be a musician, like I wanted to be, and I just felt like I couldn't be. But there was this chance happening. I was at Guest Room Records and I heard this album and I was like, what is this? Who is this? And they were like, oh, it's not out yet. But there's this artist called Tune Yards, and that's an album called Who Kill. It's not out yet, but you can have their first album. So I went and I bought it immediately, went home, listened to it. And I was like, well, this doesn't sound like that, but I like what this is. And then I realized it's a project that's primarily Meryl Garbus, but she also has other collaborators, a partner who does like bass stuff. But like this was an album that was just her, like just on a cheap microphone, using Audacity freeware, and making a whole album with nothing but like a ukulele, voice, and like pots and pans and stuff like that. And it was super lo-fi, but like this was art and it was legitimate. And there was like a note in there that was like, I can do it, you can do it too. And I was like, okay. And so I started putting stuff out there. Nice.
I love that. It's a great story.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
And Tune Yards is still around and doing stuff. Very, very inspirational figure, not just as an artist, but as an activist, someone who's very conscious about their community. And I think they're a great person to follow.
Cool.
The song is called Thermocline, and it was inspired by, we had to write a thing for Valentine's Day, but also I was assigned to the Wonder Room for that particular album, and so that room is very oceanic, and I thought, well, what's romantic and oceanic, but also not like super shallow? And then I thought, oh, literally, what about like the deep ocean? So thermocline, that's a term for as the ocean begins to dip from the shallows into the deeper ocean waters. It's about that dive. And so for me, that's a metaphor for truly loving a person and also just truly understanding people in general. And as this show is sort of kind of about, looking deeper into things and appreciating the hidden colors and things, there's a lot of fluorescence under the sea that you don't see when you're up top. And you only find it when you're willing to go down there. And it's dark down there. It's not everything is sunshine and rainbows, but it's worth it because you get a real picture of an entire person and an entire life that is real. So that's what the song's about, and it's called Thermocline. And here's this, a little bit more. Here's verse 2.
So I also know that you made a handwritten zine for
I did.
tonight's edition of Dark Mode.
Yeah,
It's just available tonight,
just available
And-
tonight.
and you only have a few.
Only a few. I only made
Yeah.
10.
Can you tell me some about that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Um,
It's got one in his pocket.
Yeah, so I've been getting into zines lately. There's a rich zine community, like
There is.
everywhere, but like in OKC, there's some really cool zine stuff happening. And I've seen where artists have started making zines for their shows. And I'm like, well, that's a great idea. I want to do that. And so I've been wanting to do it.
Mhm.
And so this was just like an opportunity. The piece was there. And I was like, okay, how can that fit the theme? Well, I had these glow gel pens. And I thought, how cool would it be to like flip the color where it's color on black instead of like black on color. And so these are all handwritten. If you were to try and color print these, it would use all the black ink.
Yeah.
But I was able to make use of some supplies here, thanks to some goods that are available, some art supplies that are available here at Mycelium, and made these really basic, the small zines here. But again, kind of with, history not necessarily being this thing that's in the past, but this kind of ever-evolving thing. I asked folks just who were in the community, who were women, like 9 words. Just here's the topic, women. 9 words, that's what you got. And so I picked 9 because it's like a trilogy of a trilogy, and it's kind of inspired by Diara's threes. She does a lot of work with threes and like the Trinity and all of that. And so I was like, okay, 9 sounds like a good amount. And so I've got some folks in here, including the person who runs OKC Latina and you as well. Yeah. So I wanted to do something that would make it special and memorable. So, I mean, they are hand numbered. There's only 10. It's got the date marked on here. And it's just another way of kind of, driving home this idea of, elevating a message that I think is important. So, yeah, I just thought it would be fun. And now I want to do these every time.
Yeah. Thank you, Jarvex. We're looking forward to your performance tonight
Yeah.
and hearing more from you. Thanks for being here.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Yay!
Okay.
Thank you. please welcome our next guest, Mars the musician. Hi, Mars.
Hello.
We're happy to have you here at Dark Mode tonight and our special edition of Coffee Talk Dark Roast. So tell me about Mars the musician, what that name represents for you.
Well, my name came from my actual name, which is Margaret Smith, and the first part of my first name and the first part of my last name. And Mars stands for musician, artist, rapper, and singer, because I like to do multiple things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But very clever. So, what instruments and sounds feel most like your voice as an artist? Because I know you do many instruments, right?
Yes, well, my first instrument that I just fell in love with was actually the guitar. Like, I love the sound of the guitar. It just speaks to my soul. I also love to sing. The trumpet is my master instrument, the one I play the most. But I absolutely love the piano. And I'm working on mastering those instruments.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I seem to find that a lot of musicians do play many different instruments.
Yeah.
So
It's like different expressions.
that's cool. I love that.
How y'all doing tonight? Having a good time? Great.
So tell me, like, what artist would you, like, if you could collaborate with any artist, what is your dream of a person that you want to collaborate with? Or
I mean, I do
people?
have multiple people, but a few off the top of my head would be like Eric Badu, Masego, Willow Smith.
Nice.
Those are just a few. I mean, there's a lot of artists that inspire me, but yeah, those are just a few.
Is there like an artist a musician in history that inspires you? Leading into this Women's History Month.
Really, there are some women trumpet players that are like unheard of, you know, and I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there are some really great women trumpet players that have inspired me, and you know, they're not always at the forefront, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. It's not somebody that's like lead guitar or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm inspired by, you know, a lot of musicians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am looking forward to your performance tonight,
Thank you.
and thank you for being here. Thank you
It's
for
a
being
pleasure.
part of Coffee Talk
It's
and
a pleasure.
Dark Mode and being at Mycelium Gallery.
This place is awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's good.
Thank you.
We're rounding out the night with our final interview with our friend here, Dear Houston. D loves robots art. D loves robots art. Will you tell me about that name and what that means and what it means to you?
So whenever I was younger, I used to collect robots, and my first artist name used to be Willow Tina, and I just kind of felt like I needed something different to rebrand. And I remember one day somebody was like, "Why are you so obsessed with robots?" And I'm like, "They're just amazing. They're interesting. There's so many things that can form a robot." And D Loves Robots came together.
Cool. I love that. It's just like a history of yourself there.
Yeah, I always try to have a little robot on me or
Oh my gosh, that
around
is
me.
so cute. Is it like a little wooden
Yeah,
guy?
it's a little wooden guy.
Oh my god, that's adorable. I love the wings too. And a necktie. That brings it all together. Well, we appreciate you being here for dark mode tonight.
Thank you.
And you've been live painting this beautiful piece of art. It's been inspiring to watch you do this. So what was your inspiration for this piece, and does it have a title?
Honestly, my inspiration, Jarvix and I had a conversation about what we wanted to do when it came to collaborating, and we just talked about how women do so much and they put a lot of work into everyday life and how we're just not seen, and just like the inspiration towards my piece is just basically how much work and how much effort we put into keeping things safe, keeping everyone safe, keeping ourselves safe. And whenever I saw this, I was going to do like a Mother Earth, but then I was like, no, we're bigger than that. We're a Mother Universe. So she is the mother of the universe, and she is protecting and filling the earth from destruction and just anything that could happen in space that could cause earth harm. So I don't know what the name would be. I guess it would be like The Universe Protects.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I see that it's like has a hand here keeping this meteor or comet from hitting. And as a mother, sometimes your tears are happy and sad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And all that protection. It's worth it though.
Yep.
Yes.
It's worth it.
What upcoming projects do you have, and where can we expect to see you next?
So I'm kind of mixing around different things that I want to do this year, because I'm taking breaks from doing what I'm usually used to doing, pop-ups with my art. So I'm trying to dive into more paintings, more sculptures. I'm hoping to make like an affirmation or a tarot deck. I've been asked so many times, so I'm like, you know what, this year is to actually sit down and plan these things. And honestly, where you will see me next is there's a event happening at the 51st Speakeasy called Portals, and I will have my artwork there as well, and most likely we'll be drawing something live and just having a good time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you enjoy tonight?
I really did. It was awesome. The music was awesome.
Yes.
The vibe and just everybody coming together to see a collaboration is pretty amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on Coffee Talk, the Dark Roast edition.
Of course.
During dark mode at Mycelium Gallery.
Thank you.
You can follow Deara at D Loves Robots Art on Instagram and on all the socials, right?
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Signing off.
Signing off.
This is me signing off with 2 mics.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was wonderful.